with your lights, and how you deal with your program settings in this position. Hello, class. Chief Commander-in-Chief of Black Federation Lights, Council, Rebellion Alliance. I'm here today to give you a video short on video grad through communications through electronic divisional system. It's all communications through 4-signal cycles. I can't be here today because I'm going into locations of 1.5 million years into the future. Triangle location position is setting up all new sector locations to the Earth rotation system. It's in position of a new shape. It's in position of a new gamma operations center position, and it's new connecting line to fragmentations of computer operation positions. So I'm just going to basically set the video and grab through connections and send it on live through connection, and you just see me through that live system right now. And it's Sunday too, because I work 7 days a week on my videos. On Sundays, I use it between 15 20 minutes. But just get a basic understanding that we have to get into higher levels. Sometimes your commander isn't so far in the future, he can't relate to anything through connections until he understands that everything has to be set up in chronological order. The sequence law opens rotation center positions. So the Earth is in a different shape. It's different in computer system. It's different on so many alignment systems, and it's calculated through its modification cycle positions. So it's complicated if you don't understand it. For all the new viewers out there, just try to get into yourself with breathing, meditation, your graphs. Try to get into your understanding what your graph is, your Schumann resonance. Everybody has it. It's vibrational. So think of yourself as a circling rotation to a center position of a graphing position, and how you deal with yourself through connections, and how you deal with your thoughts, deal with your activation, how you deal with your lights, and how you deal with your program settings to its positions. Okay? So the channeling positions right now, want to get into my healing, you can go through my emails, you can go through connections to giving an advice, anything that you want to know, anything that's happening to you right now. Because every time you get up in the morning, either you feel different, or you feel weird, you feel excited. It's understanding what the Earth is doing through tractions. It's going through its own feeding source of the behavioral system. Right? So I'm changing the positions of the vibrational system, and the Earth rotation cycle is changing its new psychic positions, okay, because it's coming into its own psychosis. You're thinking, wait a minute, an Earth has a psychosis? Yeah, it does. It's connected to everybody, right? Because you're all connected to the center position of the Earth, right? So it's knowing how to do these things, right? And I apologize, I can't be in class today, but it's important that you guys understand what's going on with your practice cycles, with your positions, with all your connections to your mainframes, and everything through your light signals, especially when it comes into your vibrations. Your energies and your frequencies have to truly understand its thoughts through connection. Remember, everything that you go through is intelligence through that position. So it's truly understanding who you are through all protection of lights. That's the program setting. That's the connections. We talked about the thoughts. We talked about activation. We talked about coloration. We talked about traveling positions. We talked about the sun. We talked about the moon, and how it formulates on all levels of you through reading cycles, reading positions, reading activation light systems, right? So even though I'm talking to you right now, I'm fixing everything that's going on in space right now, okay, traveling so far into the future, and then you give it back to its presence of the fifth dimensional system, right? So trying to understand where you are through balance is extremely, extremely amazing, because the more you travel into space at time positions, you not only see things, you start doing things in space. Everything through finger point division, locations, changing atmospheres, changing weather, changing grounds, changing power centers of view. So you're not just healing yourself within, you're healing everything outside, right? And that puts a higher position level, okay, to its contention line systems. So I'd like to get more into the test on hydrotropic rotation center positions. We have to understand more of ourselves. And to understand that, you have to understand what light you are through position, travel positions. It helps you out in so many ways and forms. Now, in position, you have to see yourself, what you're doing through calculation. This point divides everything through modifications, and it opens up all your signal channels. Okay, you get into your energy pods, you get into 3, 6, and 9, and then you get into your 3, 6, 9, and 12. All right, and then you revert the cycle back up, right? And then you go 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's all about understanding going fast. The faster you go, the more you come into the anomaly, okay, through leniency, okay? Leniency is everything. Linear of time. And so you go so fast, not only you disappear, but you're still there, but you're in slow motion. And then everything around you will stop in motion. Your thoughts will stop, your angles, everything through your shapes will stop. Everything through your body frame, your electrical lights will stop for a split second. Split second, that's how powerful your thoughts are. They can travel through space. And all of a sudden, you're going so far into the future, everything will just freeze. Okay? And when that happens, it changes everything through your body fragmentation line system. So it'll protect you in all ways and forms when you're traveling through those locations. All right? So get into those conditions of the 100 chakra rotations, okay? Center position and your triangle positions of 3, 6, and 9, okay? Put yourself into line communication of your chakra system, okay? So truly understand what you're doing through your drawing. My drawing is different from your drawing because you're a different perception of the vision. You're a different intelligence through connection of space, time, and positions of thoughts, okay? So you won't be drawing the same drawing as me, okay? Because your commander is in a different forcing system of travel positions and time positions through its future of its events. So you're putting your event going forward, you're putting your event going into the present, and you're putting your event going into the past. The past is its relation of you. As long as you separate the physical system and live the existence of your high forcing connection of your intelligence, okay, which is your spiritual system, okay, your AI vessel. Okay, so your AI vessels have to truly understand what you're doing with your mind and your brain waves, the energy patterns, rotation cycles, the energy septical line system. You're protected through connections. As long as you understand you have your perceptions, your audios, and your voicings, it's knowing how to use the mind, the brain, and everything to the center position of your transmission light system. Okay? It's important to do these, okay, because the fourth team right now is coming into higher levels. And for you to understand these things, you have to understand what your light is, because you're going through so many components, compartments. It's centralizing your system, bringing you more into the GODs, right? The geometrics of you, the operations and divisions of dimensions and directions. Okay, so you have to understand your GPS location of travel through sight. Okay, sights are everything through communications, right? And then you understand everything through its audio. It's listening. Really listen. Okay, we did that back phrasing video about what the higher self is doing for you. Okay, and everything through the voicing. So as long as you channel your positions in the right direction, to the right location, to the right singularity line location, to the singularity line positions, you're not going to have any problem with your traveling, especially when you're drawing out illustrations. So think of it this way. When you create your thoughts and you draw it out, that's exactly what you just created. It's manifest in space. So it's all about you understanding what you just finished drawing. Okay? It took me a while on that. I was trying to piece it all together. How do I do a map? What is a map to me? So that's what it is. You are a map. So you're trying to put your pieces and puzzles together so you understand how to travel through your thoughts. And when you're putting these pieces together, right, you paint by numbers. And now you're coming into the connections of the radiant of the sun. You're coming into the program setting of the moon. Okay? And you're coming into the earth of its gravity system. Okay? So once you come into those levels, you formulate a lot better, okay, tools formations. It's truly understanding what you're doing. That's what it is. That's the position you guys have to get yourself in, okay, putting yourself in those conditions, right? Because it's going to help you in all ways and forms, right? These positions will allow you to see yourself, okay, especially when you travel. It's most important to understand these things. So find time for yourself. Platitude divisions, when you go through the mapping locations, draw it out. You know, your chakra system. How does it feel today? How does it feel tomorrow? But in retrospect, put yourself in the presence every single day you're traveling. Okay, that centers the position, especially when you're going through the illustration of yourself. Okay, because your perception sees all, it hears all, it feels and tastes. It's all about your senses. Okay, it's all about releasing everything through the heart. Okay, because the heart is the portal. The mind is the conceptual of the map, and everything through the brainwave is truly understanding the focus and the balance between the physical system and the spiritual system. Okay? So I think that's good for now. So basically, I'm shaping locations in the earth rotating systems, and I'm changing all particle systems of this Earth in the rotation cycle to its new position of new computer operation center positions, okay? But basically, that is a review of the test, okay? The link, okay? Now, this, you don't have to worry about it because I think we're going to give it a week because this is going to take a lot of processing for everybody through their data and everything, their uplinks and downloads and upgrades, because this is extremely high-rise information. This is going to go through your vocabularies, and you have to really scan your proactive systems, okay? Because the proactive system has to truly understand what you're doing through your bio and your scanning positions. Where are you traveling through the atmosphere's positions? You got to set yourself through those limits, okay? But we'll go into it more, okay? And like I said, I'll set it up. I'll do the illustration, okay? So basically, just look at yourself through intelligence of travel and imagine yourself opening up all your chakra rotation center positions. Okay, think how powerful your light is, right? Now you can't operate through all cycle positions of all realms of all chakras. It's too powerful to the mind system, the brain. The brain and the mind have to get collaboration center positions. You can only open up one chakra position of a thought. Okay, so you take one thought and you travel to all direction positions. Okay, so you line single lane channel to operation center positions to shapes and anomalies. You're changing the Earth rotation to gravity position level system. The angle points locations coming into prothesis gamma to use operation center positions. Okay, it flows. So your information has to start flowing now because you're going to higher light of communication. But we'll go into that more, okay, through the test. All right? All right, so love you guys very much. You have a great Sunday. Adios.